What do you do when everything around you is falling apart? When the ground beneath your feet feels like it's crumbling? When the chaos of this world threatens to overwhelm you? What do you do when the very foundations of your life seem to be shaking? When nothing feels stable anymore? When everything you built your security on is being tested? What do you do when you need a place to run, a refuge that cannot be shaken, a fortress that will never fall? Good morning, beloved brother. Good morning, dear sister. May the peace that surpasses all understanding guard your heart and mind today. May the presence of God be so real to you right now that every fear, every worry, every anxiety begins to dissolve in His presence. May you encounter Him not just as your God, but as your very present help in trouble. I want you to know something right now. Your presence here is not a coincidence. It is not by chance that you clicked on this video. It is not by accident that you are listening to these words at this exact moment. God has drawn you here because He knows what you are facing. He sees the chaos around you. He understands the instability you feel. And He wants to reveal Himself to you today as your refuge and strength. Today we are going to pray through Psalm 46. And this is not just another prayer about finding peace. This is a declaration that even when everything around you is shaking, even when the earth gives way, even when the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, you have a refuge that cannot be moved. You have a fortress that will never crumble. You have a very present help in every trouble you face. I have seen this prayer transform people who felt like their entire world was collapsing. People who watched their finances crumble. People who saw their relationships fall apart. People who felt like everything they had worked for was being destroyed. And when they truly encountered God as their refuge, when they discovered Him as their very present help, everything changed. Not because their circumstances immediately changed, but because they found an unshakable foundation in the middle of shaking circumstances. But here is what you need to understand. This is not about pretending the chaos does not exist. This is not about denying that things are falling apart around you. This is about discovering a refuge so strong, a help so present, a God so mighty that even when everything else is shaking, you remain steady. You remain confident. You remain at peace. And at the end of this prayer, I am going to share with you a very specific practice, a simple declaration that takes less than 2 minutes, a practice that thousands of people now use when chaos strikes, when stability disappears, when everything feels like it is falling apart. But you have to stay with me until the end, because this revelation will give you a tool that you can use for the rest of your life. So wherever you are right now, I want you to take a deep breath, because for the next hour and a half, we are going to encounter God as your refuge. We are going to discover Him as your very present help. And you're going to walk away knowing that no matter what shakes around you, you stand on a rock that cannot be moved. Before we begin this prayer, I want you to do something powerful right now. I want you to write these words in the comments. God is my refuge and strength. Write it right now. God is my refuge and strength. Because when you write those words, you are doing something more than just typing a comment. You are making a declaration. You are speaking truth over the chaos in your life. You are proclaiming that your stability does not come from your circumstances, but from your God. And I want you to know that when you write those words in the comments, you are joining thousands of other believers around the world who are making the same declaration right now. You are becoming part of a community that refuses to be shaken by what is happening around them. Your words will encourage someone else who is reading through these comments, wondering if anyone else feels like their world is falling apart. So do not just watch this prayer passively. Participate. Engage. Write in the comments right now. God is my refuge and strength. Make that declaration. Seal this commitment before we even begin to pray. Now, before we go any further, I need to ask you to do something that will help this prayer reach people who desperately need it. Please take just a moment right now and click that like button below this video. I know that might seem like a small action. You might be thinking, it is just a like, what difference does it make? But let me tell you exactly what happens when you like this video. This like helps the algorithm find other people who desperately need God. When you click that button, you are telling the platform that this message has value. You are signaling that this is not just another video. This is a prayer that changes lives. And the algorithm takes that signal and shows this prayer to someone else who is watching their world fall apart right now. Let me tell you about a man who found one of our prayers because someone else clicked like. He was a construction business owner, 51 years old, and everything he had built over 25 years was crumbling. The economy had turned. Projects had been canceled. Clients were not paying. He was facing bankruptcy and did not know how he was going to tell his wife, his employees, his family that everything was falling apart. One morning, after a sleepless night where he seriously considered ending his life, he opened his phone and this prayer showed up in his feed. He almost scrolled past it. He thought, how can a prayer help me now? But something made him click, and as he listened, something began to shift. He discovered that even when his business was shaking, even when his finances were crumbling, even when everything around him was falling apart, he had a refuge that could not be shaken. He found a God who was his very present help in trouble. Today, his business has been restored. His faith is stronger than ever. He starts every morning with prayer, and he tells everyone that it started with one prayer video that showed up in his feed because someone else clicked like. When you like this video, you signal to the platform that this message matters. You help this prayer reach someone who is scrolling through their phone right now, watching their world fall apart, desperate for hope, looking for a refuge. So I am asking you again, please help this message reach those who need it. Click that like button right now. Be the reason someone else encounters God as their very present help today. I want you to understand something about who you are becoming through this prayer. You are not just someone who hopes to survive the chaos around you. You are becoming someone who remains steady in the middle of the storm. You are not just learning to cope with instability. You are discovering what it means to stand on an unshakable foundation. You are not just trying to hold on when everything is falling apart. You are learning to be still and know that He is God. This is a complete transformation, from shaken to steady, from fearful to confident, from overwhelmed to at peace. And at the end of this prayer, I am going to share with you a very specific practice that will anchor this transformation in your daily life. It is a simple declaration that takes less than 2 minutes, a practice that you can use every single time chaos strikes, every time stability disappears, every time you feel like everything is falling apart. This practice has transformed thousands of lives. People who use this declaration tell me that it changes how they respond to crisis, how they face unexpected disasters, how they remain steady when everyone around them is panicking, how they walk in peace when circumstances scream chaos. But you have to stay with me until the end, because this revelation is not just information, it is activation. It is the key that will help you walk in everything we are about to pray. So stay focused, stay present, because God is about to show you how to be unshakable in a shaking world. Now, let us read Psalm 46 together. I want you to hear these words not just as ancient poetry, but as God speaking directly into your chaos right now. Psalm 46, verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Verse 2. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. Verse 3. Though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. Verse 4. There's a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. Verse 5. God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Verse 6. Nations are in uproar, kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice, the earth melts. Verse 7. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Verse 10. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. Verse 11. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Do you hear what God is saying to you? He is not promising that the earth will never give way. He is not guaranteeing that mountains will never fall. He is not saying that chaos will never come. But he is declaring that when the earth gives way, when the mountains fall, when the waters roar and foam, you have a refuge. You have strength. You have an ever-present help in trouble. This is not a prayer asking God to maybe calm the storm around you. This is a declaration that even in the storm, even in the earthquake, even in the chaos, you will not fear. You will not be shaken. because God Himself is your refuge and your fortress. Before we begin to pray, I want you to prepare your heart for this encounter with God. If you can, find a quiet place. Turn off distractions. Put your phone on silent. Close your eyes if you are able to do so safely. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. Now breathe out slowly. I want you to visualize something right now. I want you to see yourself in the middle of whatever chaos you are facing. The financial pressure, the relationship crisis, the health emergency, the uncertainty about your future. See yourself standing in the middle of that storm. And now I want you to see God as a fortress around you. Walls so high that no wave can crash over them. Foundations so deep that no earthquake can shake them. A refuge so strong that nothing can penetrate it. You are not alone in your chaos. You are surrounded by the presence of an unshakable God. Open your heart to encounter Him not just as the one who might help you, but as your very present help, as your refuge, as your strength, as your fortress. Let us pray. Father, I come before you in the name of Jesus. Your word says in verse 1 of Psalm 46, God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. God, I am praying for you right now who are listening to this prayer. I am praying for you who feel like everything around you is falling apart. I am praying for you who cannot see any stability in your life right now. I am praying for you who are overwhelmed by the chaos of your circumstances. I declare over you right now that God is your refuge. Not a refuge, not one option among many, but the refuge, the ultimate safe place, the unshakable fortress. I pray for you who are watching your finances crumble right now. You open the bank statement and your heart sank. You who are looking at the bills and do not know how you're going to pay them. You are facing foreclosure, bankruptcy, financial ruin. I declare that God is your refuge and strength in this financial storm. He is your ever-present help in this trouble. I pray for you who are watching your marriage fall apart. You who cannot remember the last time you and your spouse had a conversation without fighting. You go to bed angry and wake up in silence. You who are wondering if your marriage can even be saved. I declare that God is your refuge. He can rebuild what is broken. He can restore what seems destroyed. I pray for you who just received devastating health news. You who are terrified of what the doctor said. You who are facing treatment that scares you more than the diagnosis. You who cannot sleep at night because of the fear. I declare that God is your strength. He is your ever-present help in this health crisis. Your word says that you are an ever-present help in trouble, not a sometimes help, not a maybe help, not an if we are lucky help. An ever-present help, always there, always available, always ready to help. I pray for you who feel completely alone in your crisis. You look around and see no one who understands what you are going through. You feel isolated in your pain. You who wonder if anyone even cares. I declare that you, Lord, are ever present. You are with them right now. You are helping them right now. You are their strength right now. I pray for you who are a single parent drowning in responsibility. You who are trying to be both mother and father. You who are working multiple jobs and still cannot make ends meet. You who collapse into bed exhausted every night wondering if you are failing your children. I declare that God is your refuge and strength. He sees every sacrifice you make. He is your ever-present help. He is going to provide in ways that will leave you in awe. I pray for you who are dealing with addiction. You who keep falling back into the same patterns. You who hate yourself for your weakness. You who are trapped in a cycle you cannot break on your own. I declare that God is your strength. Not your strength helping His strength replacing your weakness. He is your ever-present help right now breaking the chains. I pray for you who are caring for a sick family member. You who watch someone you love suffer every day. You who are exhausted physically, emotionally, spiritually. You who do not know how much longer you can keep going. I declare that God is your refuge. You can run to Him and find rest. He is your strength when you have none left. I pray for you who are facing injustice at work. You who are being treated unfairly by your boss. You who are being overlooked for promotion you deserve. You who are dealing with workplace harassment or discrimination. I declare that God is your refuge. He is your defender. He is your ever-present help in this trouble. Father, your word says in verse 2, therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. God, I declare over every person listening right now, you will not fear, not because the earth will not give way, not because mountains will not fall, but because even when they do, even when everything around you is shaking, you have a God who cannot be shaken. I pray for you whose earth is giving way right now. The ground you thought was solid is crumbling beneath your feet. Everything you built your life on is being tested. Every foundation you trusted is proving unstable. I declare that you will not fear, because your ultimate foundation is not circumstances. It is God, and He cannot be moved. Father, I pray for you who feel like the mountains in your life are falling into the sea. Those things that seem so permanent, so stable, so immovable. Your career that you thought was secure. Your relationship that you thought was solid. Your health that you thought would last. Your plans that you thought were certain. I declare that even when mountains fall, even when what seemed permanent proves temporary, even when what felt stable becomes unstable, you will not fear, because you are not standing on mountains. You are standing on the rock of ages who never moves. I pray for you who are dealing with the death of someone you love. You who lost a parent, a spouse, a child, a friend. You whose world will never be the same. You who feel like a mountain just fell into the sea of your life. I declare that God is your refuge in this grief. He is your strength when you have none. He is your ever-present help in this darkest trouble. I pray for you who lost your job. You who depended on that income. You who do not know how you're going to survive. You whose identity was tied to that position. I declare that your worth is not in your job. Your security is not in your employment. God is your refuge, and He will provide. I pray for you who just found out your spouse is cheating. You whose world just shattered. You who cannot believe this is happening. You who do not know if you can ever trust again. I declare that God is your refuge in this betrayal. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. He is your ever-present help right now. Father, your word says in verse 3, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. I pray for you who feel like you are drowning in chaos right now. The waters are roaring around you. The foam is overwhelming you. Everything is quaking. Nothing feels stable. I declare that you will not be swept away. God is holding you. He is your anchor in this storm. I pray for you who are dealing with mental health crisis. You whose mind feels like waters roaring and foaming. You who cannot quiet the chaos in your thoughts. You who feel like you are losing your grip on reality. I declare that God is your refuge. His peace can calm the waters roaring in your mind. He is your ever-present help in this mental and emotional storm. I pray for you who are in an abusive relationship. You who live in fear every day. You who walk on eggshells trying not to trigger another explosion. You whose life is constant chaos and instability. I declare that God is your refuge. He sees what is happening. He has a way of escape for you. He is your strength to do what you need to do. I pray for you who are dealing with prodigal children. You who raise your kids to know God and they have walked away. You who pray and cry and do not see any change. You who feel like you failed as a parent. I declare that God is your refuge in this pain. He loves your children even more than you do. He is pursuing them even now. Father, your word says in verse 4, there's a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. I declare over you right now that even in the middle of chaos, even when waters are roaring around you, there is a river, not a river of destruction, a river of life, a river of peace, a river of joy, a river of the presence of God. I pray for you who have lost your joy, you who cannot remember the last time you truly smiled, you who go through the motions but feel dead inside. I declare that the river of God is going to make you glad again. Joy is coming back. Peace is returning. Life is being restored. I pray for you who have stopped going to church. You who used to love worship, but now it feels empty. You who used to be on fire for God, but now you feel cold. You who drifted away and do not know how to come back. I declare that the river of God is flowing toward you right now. His presence is drawing you back. Come home. I pray for you who feel spiritually dry, you who pray but hear nothing, you who read the Bible but feel nothing, you who worship but experience nothing. I declare that drought is ending. The river of God is about to flood your dry places. Springs of living water are about to break forth in your wilderness. Father, your word says in verse 5, God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. I declare over you, God is within you, not far from you, not distant from you, not unreachable by you. Within you, in your spirit, in your heart, in your very being. I pray for you who feel like you are about to fall, about to collapse under the weight of everything you are carrying, about to give up because it is just too much. I declare that you will not fall, not because of your strength, because God is within you, and He is holding you up. I pray for you who have been waiting for help that never comes, you who prayed for breakthrough that has not happened, you who hope for change that has not arrived. I declare that God will help you at break of day. Your morning is coming. Your dawn is approaching. Help is on the way. I pray for you who are in the darkest night of your soul, you who cannot see any light, you who cannot imagine things ever getting better, you who wonder if the sun will ever rise again. I declare that your break of day is coming. God is going to help you. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Father, your word says in verse 6, nations are in uproar, kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice, the earth melts. I pray for you who are terrified by what is happening in the world, you who watch the news and feel overwhelmed by chaos. You see nations in uproar and kingdoms falling. You who wonder what kind of world your children will inherit. I declare that you do not need to fear. God lifts his voice and the earth melts. He is still sovereign. He is still in control. He is still on the throne. I pray for you who feel powerless, you who see injustice and cannot stop it, you who see evil and cannot defeat it, you who see suffering and cannot end it. I declare that you serve a God who lifts his voice and the earth melts. What looks unstoppable to you is nothing to him. What seems permanent to you is temporary before him. Father, your word says in verse 7, the Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. I declare over you right now, the Lord Almighty is with you, not just watching you, not just aware of you, with you, in your situation, in your crisis, in your chaos. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are not facing this by yourself. You are not fighting this battle without backup. You are not walking through this valley without a companion. You are loved. You are seen. You are heard. You are helped. You are protected. You are defended. You are accompanied by the Lord Almighty himself. I pray for you who feel like God has abandoned you. You who prayed and heard silence. You who cried out and got no answer. You who wondered if God even cares anymore. I declare that he is with you. His silence does not mean his absence. He is closer than you think. He is working even when you cannot see it. I pray for you who are ashamed to come to God. You who feel like you have messed up too much. You who think God is angry with you. You who believe you have disqualified yourself from his help. I declare that the God of Jacob is your fortress. Jacob the deceiver. Jacob the mess. Jacob the flawed. If God could be his fortress, he can be yours. I pray for you who keep falling into the same sin. You who repent and fall again. You who are exhausted from the cycle of failure. You who think God must be tired of forgiving you. I declare that he is your fortress. Not just when you are strong, especially when you are weak. His grace is sufficient. His mercy is new every morning. Father, I pray for you who are dealing with chronic illness. You who wake up in pain every single day. You who have prayed for healing that has not come. You who wonder why God allows this suffering. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He feels your pain. He sees your struggle. He is your fortress even in this physical battle. I pray for you who are caring for aging parents. You who watch them decline. You who make impossible decisions about their care. You who grieve the loss of who they used to be even while they are still alive. I declare that God is your fortress in this painful season. He gives you strength for each day. He is with you in every hard moment. I pray for you who cannot have children, you who want them desperately, you who see everyone else getting pregnant while you remain empty, you who grieve every month, you who wonder why God has closed your womb. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you in this pain. He has not forgotten you. Your story is not over. I pray for you who are struggling in your business, you who started with such hope and now are barely surviving, you who work harder than everyone else but cannot get ahead, you who are one bad month away from closing. I declare that God is your fortress. He can turn your situation around in one moment. Breakthrough is coming. I pray for you who are dealing with legal battles, you who are facing lawsuits, custody fights, criminal charges, you who feel like the system is against you, you who cannot afford the lawyers you need. I declare that the God of Jacob is your fortress. He is your advocate. He is your defender. He will fight for you. I pray for you who are immigrants in a foreign land, you who left everything behind for a better life, you who face discrimination and hardship, you who feel like you do not belong anywhere. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He sees your sacrifice. He is your refuge in this strange land. I pray for you who are in prison, you who are paying for past mistakes, you who wonder if your life will ever be normal again, you who are isolated from your family. I declare that even there, even in that cell, the Lord Almighty is with you. He can give you purpose even in confinement. He can use you even behind bars. Father, your word says in verse 10, "Be still and know that I am God." This is not just a suggestion. This is a command. Be still. Stop striving. Stop panicking. Stop trying to control everything. Stop running in circles. Stop letting anxiety drive you. I pray for you who cannot be still, you whose mind races constantly, you who cannot sit in silence without anxiety attacking, you who stay busy to avoid feeling your pain. I declare that God is commanding you to be still, not because there is nothing to do, but because you need to know Him as God. I pray for you who are a control freak, you who think if you do not manage every detail, everything will fall apart, you who cannot delegate, you who cannot rest, you who are exhausted from carrying what you were never meant to carry. I declare, be still, know that He is God, not you. He is in control, not you. I pray for you who are an overthinker, you who analyze every possibility, you who create worst-case scenarios in your mind, you who cannot make decisions because you're paralyzed by options. I declare, be still, stop the mental chaos. Know that He is God. Trust His wisdom over your analysis. Be still and know that He is God, not your circumstances, not your problems, not your enemies. He is God. He will be exalted among the nations. He will be exalted in the earth. He will be exalted in your situation. I pray for you who worship your problems more than your God, you who talk about your crisis more than your Creator, you who meditate on your troubles more than your Savior. I declare that God will be exalted. Your problems will bow. Your crisis will submit, because He is God and there is no other. Father, your word declares in verse 11, "The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress." This verse is repeated because it is so important. This truth needs to be emphasized. This reality needs to be reinforced. The Lord Almighty is with us. Not was, not will be, is, right now, at this moment. I declare over you, the Lord Almighty is with you. The God who created the universe is with you. The God who spoke and worlds came into existence is with you. The God who parted the Red Sea is with you. The God who made the sun stand still is with you. The God who raised Jesus from the dead is with you. I pray for you who feel weak right now, you who do not have the strength to keep going, you who are running on empty, you who are at the end of your rope. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you, not just Lord, Lord Almighty, all-powerful, almighty, omnipotent. His strength is available to you. I pray for you who feel insignificant, you who think you are too small for God to care about. You who believe your problems are not important enough for his attention. You who feel invisible. I declare that the God of Jacob is your fortress. Jacob was a nobody, a deceiver, a mess, yet God chose him. If God can be the God of Jacob, he can be your God. I pray for you who have a painful past, you who carry shame from your history, you who are haunted by your mistakes, you who cannot forgive yourself even though God has forgiven you. I declare that the God of Jacob is your fortress. Jacob's past was full of deception and manipulation, yet God transformed him. God can transform you. Father, I pray for you who need a miracle in your finances, you who are behind on your mortgage, you who maxed out your credit cards, you who borrowed from everyone you know, you who see no way out of debt. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He can provide in ways you cannot imagine. Supernatural provision is coming. I pray for you who need a miracle in your body, you who have a diagnosis that terrifies you, you who are in constant pain, you who are losing function, you who are declining. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He is the same God who healed the sick, gave sight to the blind, made the lame walk. Nothing is impossible for him. I pray for you who need a miracle in your family, you whose children are walking away from God, you whose marriage is on life support, you whose family is divided by conflict. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He specializes in restoring families. He can bring your prodigals home. He can resurrect your marriage. I pray for you who need a miracle in your career. You who have been passed over repeatedly for promotion. You who are stuck in a dead-end job. You who have skills but no opportunity. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He can open doors that no man can shut. Divine promotion is coming. I pray for you who need deliverance from addiction. You who have tried everything and keep failing. You who are bound by substance abuse, pornography, gambling, food. You who hate yourself for your weakness. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. The same power that raised Christ from the dead can break your chains. Freedom is available. I pray for you who need healing from trauma. You who were abused as a child. You who were violated. You who were abandoned. You who carry wounds that never healed. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He can heal what doctors cannot touch. He can restore what trauma destroyed. I pray for you who need restoration of your reputation. You who were falsely accused. You who were slandered. You whose name was dragged through the mud. You who lost everything because of lies. I declare that the God of Jacob is your fortress. He is your vindicator. He will restore your name. I pray for you who need breakthrough in your ministry. You who have been serving faithfully with no visible results. You who pour out and feel empty. You who wonder if you are making any difference. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. Your labor is not in vain. Harvest is coming. Father, I pray for you who are in an impossible situation right now. You have analyzed every angle and seen no solution. You have explored every option and found none viable. You who are trapped with no way out. I declare that with the Lord Almighty, nothing is impossible. He makes ways where there is no way. I pray for you who are facing an enemy you cannot defeat, a giant you cannot slay, an obstacle you cannot overcome, a mountain you cannot move. I declare that the battle is not yours. The battle belongs to the Lord. He will fight for you. He will give you victory. I pray for you who have been waiting for breakthrough for years. You who prayed and believed, but nothing changed. You who are tired of waiting. You who are tempted to give up. I declare that your breakthrough is closer than you think. Do not quit now. The Lord Almighty is with you, and He keeps His promises. I pray for you who are dealing with infertility. You who want children desperately. You who have tried everything. You who have spent all your money on treatments. You who have cried more tears than you can count. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He opened Sarah's womb. He can open yours. I pray for you who lost a business. You who invested everything and watched it fail. You who feel like a failure. You who do not know how to start over. I declare that the God of Jacob is your fortress. Jacob lost everything and God restored it. He can restore you. I pray for you who are going through divorce. You who never thought this would happen to you. You whose life is being torn apart. You who do not know who you will be on the other side. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He will give you a future and a hope even in this devastation. I pray for you who are estranged from your children. You who did your best, but they do not speak to you. You whose heart is broken by the distance. You who long for reconciliation. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He can soften hard hearts. He can heal broken relationships. I pray for you who are dealing with depression. You who cannot get out of bed some days. You who have lost interest in everything. You who wonder if life is worth living. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He is close to the brokenhearted. He has a purpose for your life. Do not give up. I pray for you who are battling suicidal thoughts. You who have a plan. You who think the world will be better without you. You who see no reason to keep living. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. Your life has value. Your existence matters. God has plans for you. Call the suicide hotline. Tell someone, do not end your story. I pray for you who are recovering from surgery or serious illness. You whose body is weak. You who have a long road ahead. You who are impatient with the healing process. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He is your strength and weakness. He will sustain you through recovery. I pray for you who are grieving a miscarriage or stillbirth. You who held your baby but could not bring them home. You whose arms are empty. You whose heart is shattered. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He collects your tears. He knows your pain. He will comfort you. I pray for you who are struggling with your sexuality or gender identity. You who feel confused. You who do not know where you fit. You who wonder if God can love you. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He created you. He loves you. He has a plan for you. Come to Him with your questions. He will guide you. Father, I pray for you who are facing retirement with fear. You who do not have enough saved. You who wonder how you will survive. You who are terrified of being a burden. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He is your provider. He will take care of you in your later years. I pray for you who are a refugee. You who fled your homeland. You who left everything behind. You who live in limbo not knowing if you can ever go back. I declare that the God of Jacob is your fortress. Jacob was also a refugee. God protected him. He will protect you. I pray for you who are dealing with chronic pain. You who wake up hurting. You who go to bed hurting. You cannot remember what it feels like not to hurt. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He is your strength to endure. He can give you grace for each moment. I pray for you who are in a toxic work environment. You who dread go to work every day. You who are being bullied or harassed. You who need the job but cannot stand the atmosphere. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He can change the environment or He can move you to a better place. I pray for you who are falsely imprisoned. You who are innocent but convicted. You who are serving time for something you did not do. You who have no hope of justice. I declare that the God of Jacob is your fortress. He sees the truth. He will vindicate you. I pray for you who are caring for a special needs child. You who love your child but are exhausted. You who worry about the future. You who wonder who will care for them when you are gone. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He chose you to parent this precious child. He will give you strength and wisdom. I pray for you who are struggling with infertility after having children. You who want more but cannot conceive. You who feel guilty for not being content with what you have. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He hears your desire. Trust His plan even if you do not understand it. I pray for you who are in seminary or ministry training. You who are preparing to serve but struggling financially. You who are exhausted from school and work and family. You who wonder if you can make it. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He called you. He will equip you. He will sustain you. Father, I pray for you who are dealing with an adult child's addiction. You who watch them destroy their life. You who cannot force them to get help. You who have tried everything. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you and with your child. Do not give up hope. Keep praying. God is pursuing them. I pray for you who are a worship leader or pastor struggling with your own faith. You who lead others but feel empty inside. You who preach but do not believe your own words anymore. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. Be honest with Him. He can restore your passion. I pray for you who have been hurt by the church. You who are betrayed by spiritual leaders. You who cannot trust Christian community anymore. You who left and do not know if you can ever go back. I declare that the God of Jacob is your fortress. He is not like those who hurt you. He will never betray you. I pray for you who are experiencing a crisis of faith. You who used to believe but now have doubts. You who question everything you were taught. You who are deconstructing your faith. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you even in your doubts. He is big enough to handle your questions. Keep seeking truth. I pray for you who feel called to something but are terrified to step out. You who know what God is asking but keep making excuses. You who feel inadequate for the task. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He does not call the equipped. He equips the called. Step out in faith. I pray for you who are in cross-cultural ministry. You who left your home to serve in another culture. You who feel isolated and misunderstood. You who wonder if you are making any difference. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. Your sacrifice is seen. Your work matters. I pray for you who are struggling to forgive someone who deeply hurt you. You who know you should forgive but cannot. You who are angry and bitter. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He can give you the grace to forgive what seems unforgivable. Forgiveness will set you free. I pray for you who are dealing with a rebellious teenager. You who do not recognize your child anymore. You who are heartbroken by their choices. You who are doing everything you can but nothing works. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you and your child. This is a season. It will not last forever. Do not give up. Father, I pray for you who are a teacher exhausted from your work. You who pour into students but feel undervalued. You who spend your own money on supplies. You who work far more hours than you are paid for. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He sees everything you do. Your work matters eternally. I pray for you who are a healthcare worker burned out from a pandemic. You who have seen too much death. You who are traumatized by what you experienced. You who cannot unsee what you saw. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He can heal your trauma. Rest is coming. I pray for you who are in a long-distance relationship. You who are engaged but separated by circumstances. You who wonder if you can make it until you are together. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you both. He will sustain your relationship. He will bring you together at the right time. I pray for you who have been diagnosed with a terminal illness. You who know your time is limited. You who are making peace with your mortality. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He will walk with you through the valley of the shadow of death. And on the other side, you will be with Him forever. I pray for you who are trying to conceive after miscarriage. You who are terrified to try again. You who are afraid to hope. You who cannot bear the thought of another loss. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He can give you a healthy pregnancy. Trust Him with your fear. I pray for you who are navigating your parents' divorce even as an adult. You who are grieving the loss of your family unit. You who are caught in the middle. You who do not know how to support both parents. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He can be the stability your family lacks. I pray for you who are struggling with body image issues. You who hate what you see in the mirror. You who compare yourself to impossible standards. You who harm yourself trying to look different. I declare that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. The Lord Almighty created you. You are beautiful in His eyes. I pray for you who are dealing with the aftermath of betrayal. You who were lied to by someone you trusted completely. You whose world was turned upside down by deception. I declare that the God of Jacob is your fortress. He will never deceive you. He is truth. He is faithful. I want you to pause for a moment right now and do something powerful. If this prayer has touched your heart, if something has shifted in your spirit, if you feel God meeting you in your chaos right now, I want you to write these words in the comments. The Lord Almighty is with me. Write it right now. The Lord Almighty is with me. Not, I hope He is with me. Not, maybe He is with me. But the Lord Almighty is with me. This is your declaration. This is you drawing a line in the sand. This is you proclaiming that no matter what is falling apart around you, no matter what is shaking your life, the Lord Almighty is with you. When you write those words in the comments, you are sealing what God has been doing in your heart through this prayer. You are making a public commitment. You are stepping into your identity as someone who has an unshakable refuge, an ever-present help, a fortress that cannot fall. So write it now. The Lord Almighty is with me. Father, now I want to pray for specific moments when this person will face chaos, when everything around them will be shaking, when they will be tempted to panic instead of being still. I pray for the moment tomorrow when you wake up and the anxiety tries to flood your mind before your feet even hit the floor. I declare that you will remember Psalm 46, verse 1. God is your refuge and strength, your very present help in trouble. You will speak it out loud before fear can take root. I pray for the moment when you get a phone call with bad news, when you see a name on the screen and your heart starts to race because you know it is not good. I declare that you will take a breath. Remember that the Lord Almighty is with you and answer that call with his peace in your heart. I pray for the moment when you open that email you have been dreading, when you see that text message that makes your stomach drop, when you get that letter that changes everything. I declare that you will not panic. You will be still and know that he is God. He is with you in this news. I pray for the moment when you are sitting in the doctor's office waiting for test results, when every second feels like an hour, when your mind is racing with worst-case scenarios. I declare that the God of Jacob is your fortress. He is with you in that waiting room. Peace will guard your heart. I pray for the moment when you have to make an impossible decision, when every option seems wrong, when you do not know which way to turn, when the pressure to choose is crushing you. I declare that you will be still. You will know that he is God. He will guide you. His wisdom will lead you. I pray for the moment when you are in that difficult conversation, when you have to say hard things, when you have to hear hard things, when emotions are running high and tempers are flaring. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He will give you words. He will help you listen. He will bring peace to chaos. I pray for the moment when you see your bank account and realize you do not have enough, when bills are due and money is not there, when you do not know how you are going to make it through the month. I declare that God is your refuge and strength. He is your provider. Supernatural provision is coming. Father, I pray for the moment when you are at your child's bedside in the hospital, when they are sick and you feel helpless, when all you can do is pray and wait. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you both. He is the great physician. He is holding your child in his hands. I pray for the moment when you find out your spouse wants a divorce, when your world shatters in an instant, when you cannot process what you just heard. I declare that God is your refuge. Even if your marriage falls, even if your spouse leaves, you will not fall. God is within you. I pray for the moment when you get laid off, when you clean out your desk, when you walk to your car trying to figure out what just happened. I declare that the God of Jacob is your fortress. This is not the end of your story. New doors are about to open. I pray for the moment when you are sitting alone late at night and the grief overwhelms you, when the person you lost feels so far away, when the pain feels unbearable. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you in that grief. He collects your tears. He is close to the brokenhearted. I pray for the moment when addiction is screaming at you, when the craving is overwhelming, when you are about to relapse. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you in that moment. His strength is greater than your weakness. Call on him. He will help you. I pray for the moment when you are being mistreated at work, when someone is disrespecting you, when you are being overlooked or undermined. I declare that the God of Jacob is your fortress. He is your defender. He sees everything. Justice is coming. I pray for the moment when you are tempted to retaliate, when someone has wronged you and you want revenge, when you want to hurt them the way they hurt you. I declare, be still, know that he is God. Vengeance belongs to him. He will handle it. Trust him. Father, I pray for you who will face chaos in your family this week. Arguments, conflict, division, tension. I declare that God is your refuge even in family chaos. He can bring peace where there is war. He can unite what is divided. I pray for you who will face unexpected expenses this week. Car breaking down, medical emergency, something breaking in your house. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He will provide. The money will come. Trust Him. I pray for you who will receive criticism this week. Someone questioning your decisions. Someone judging your choices. Someone attacking your character. I declare that God is your fortress. You do not need to defend yourself. Let Him fight for you. I pray for you who will be tempted to give up this week. When the struggle feels too hard. When progress feels too slow. When nothing seems to be working. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. Do not quit. Breakthrough is closer than you think. Father, I pray for you who will face loneliness this week. When you are surrounded by people but feel completely alone. When no one seems to understand what you are going through. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. You are never alone. His presence is more real than any human companionship. I pray for you who will be tempted to worry about the future this week. About your children. About your finances. About your health. About your job security. I declare, be still. Know that He is God. He holds your future. He has good plans for you. I pray for you who will need courage this week. To speak up. To stand up. To step out. To do something that terrifies you. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with you. He is your strength. He will give you boldness. Father, I pray that everything the enemy meant for evil in this person's life will be turned for good. Every attack will backfire. Every weapon formed will fail. Every scheme will be exposed. Every trap will be avoided. I declare that what was meant to destroy, you will make you stronger. What was meant to defeat, you will become your testimony. What was meant to crush, you will become your platform. I pray that your story of chaos turning to peace will encourage others. That your testimony of God being your refuge will give hope to those who are drowning. That your experience of being still in the storm will teach others how to trust. Father, I pray that this person will become a voice of stability in an unstable world. A presence of peace in chaotic environments. A demonstration of what it looks like to have God as your refuge and strength. I declare that people will look at you and see something different. They will wonder how you remain calm when everything is falling apart. They will ask what your secret is, and you will point them to Jesus. You will tell them about Psalm 46. You will share how God is your refuge and strength. Thank you, Father, for being our refuge. Thank you for being our strength. Thank you for being our ever-present help in trouble. Thank you that we do not have to fear even when the earth gives way. Thank you that we can be still and know that you are God. I want you to think right now about one person who needs to hear this prayer. One person who is watching their world fall apart. One person who needs to discover that God wants to be their refuge and fortress. Maybe it is your friend who just lost their job. Maybe it is your family member going through a health crisis. Maybe it is your co-worker dealing with a personal tragedy. Maybe it is someone you know who is drowning in chaos and needs an anchor. I want you to share this video with them right now. Not later. Not when you remember. Right now. Because when you share this prayer, you are literally giving someone a lifeline. You are extending hope to someone who is drowning. You are pointing them to the rock when everything else is sinking sand. The share button is right below this video. Click it. Send it to that one person. Be the reason they encounter God as their very present help today. Every single day, we release a new prayer video just like this one. Prayers that will help you encounter God in fresh ways. Prayers that will give you tools to face every challenge. Prayers that will transform your relationship with Him. If you do not want to miss a single prayer, click that subscribe button right now. Because tomorrow, there's another prayer waiting for you. Another encounter with God. Another opportunity for breakthrough. So subscribe right now. Join this community of believers who are choosing to make God their refuge every single day. Now, I promise you at the beginning of this prayer that I would share a very specific practice with you. A simple declaration that will help you remain steady when chaos strikes. a practice that thousands of people are now using to activate God's presence as their refuge. This is a revelation I have been waiting to share with you. This is the practice that will anchor everything we have prayed. Are you ready? I want to teach you a practice I call the Refuge Response. It takes less than 2 minutes. It is so simple that you can do it anywhere, anytime chaos strikes. But it is so powerful that it will completely change how you respond to instability and crisis. Here's how it works. When chaos strikes, when you feel the earth giving way beneath your feet, when the mountains start falling into the sea of your life, you immediately stop what you are doing and speak these 4 declarations out loud. Declaration number 1, God is my refuge. Say it out loud right now with me. God is my refuge. When you speak this, you are not just making a statement. You are running to safety. You are entering the fortress. You are claiming the shelter that cannot be shaken. This is based on Psalm 46, verse 1. Declaration number 2, God is my strength. Say it with me. God is my strength. When you speak this, you are acknowledging that your own strength is not enough for this crisis, but His strength is more than enough. You are trading your weakness for His power. This is also from Psalm 46, verse 1. Declaration number 3, God is my very present help. Say it with me. God is my very present help. When you speak this, you are declaring that He is not distant. He is not too busy. He is not unaware. He is very present. He is right here, right now, helping you in this moment. This completes verse 1 of Psalm 46. Declaration number 4, I will be still and know that He is God. Say it with me. I will be still and know that He is God. When you speak this, you are choosing to stop panicking. You are deciding to stop trying to control everything. You are surrendering the situation to Him. This is from Psalm 46, verse 10. That is it. 4 declarations. Less than 2 minutes. But let me tell you what happens when you do this every single time chaos strikes. First, you interrupt the panic response. You know what happens when crisis hits? Your body goes into fight or flight mode. Adrenaline spikes. Heart races. Mind spirals. But when you stop and speak these declarations, you interrupt that automatic response. You redirect your brain from panic to trust. Second, you anchor yourself in truth. In the middle of chaos, truth gets lost. Facts become fuzzy. Reality becomes distorted. But when you speak these 4 declarations, you are speaking what is true regardless of what you feel. God is your refuge, whether it feels like it or not. He is your strength, whether you sense it or not. He is your very present help, whether you perceive it or not. Third, you activate God's presence. This is not magic. This is relationship. When you call on Him as your refuge, when you acknowledge Him as your strength, when you declare Him as your very present help, you are inviting His presence into your situation, and His presence changes everything. Fourth, you create a new habit. Neuroscience shows us that we can rewire our brains through repetition. Right now, your default response to chaos might be panic. But when you consistently practice the refuge response, you are creating a new default. Eventually, when crisis strikes, your first instinct will be to run to God instead of running to fear. Now here is how to implement this practice starting today. Keep these 4 declarations somewhere you will see them. In your phone, on your mirror, in your car, on your desk, so that when chaos strikes, you do not have to remember them. They are right there. The first time something chaotic happens today, whether it's big or small, immediately speak these 4 declarations out loud. Do not wait until you feel like it. Do not wait until you are calm. Do it immediately while the chaos is still fresh. And then keep doing it. Every time chaos strikes for the next 30 days, practice the refuge response. 4 declarations. Less than 2 minutes. Watch what happens. People who do this practice tell me it transforms them. They tell me they do not panic anymore. They tell me they face crisis with a calmness that shocks them. They tell me that in the middle of their chaos, they find peace. All because they learn to immediately run to God as their refuge. The refuge response. 4 declarations. Less than 2 minutes. Start today. Watch God become your very present help in every trouble you face. Father, I pray a blessing over every person who has prayed this prayer with me. I bless them with stability in unstable times. I bless them with peace in chaotic circumstances. I bless them with courage when everything around them is shaking. I bless them with the knowledge that you are their refuge and strength. I declare that fear is breaking off them right now. That panic is losing its grip. That anxiety is being replaced with trust. That they are stepping into a new season of walking in your peace no matter what storms rage around them. I pray that when they wake up tomorrow morning, they will feel different. That something has shifted in their spirit. That they are not the same person who started this prayer. That breakthrough has come. That their foundation has been established on the rock that cannot be moved. I pray that this will not be a one-time experience, but the beginning of a lifestyle. That they will practice the refuge response every single time chaos strikes. That they will run to you as their refuge daily. That this transformation will be permanent, not temporary. Father, I thank you for what you have done in this prayer. I thank you for being their refuge and strength. I thank you for being their very present help in trouble. I thank you for commanding them to be still and know that you are God. I pray all of this in the mighty name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Before you go, I want to remind you of a few simple actions that will help this prayer reach more people who desperately need it. First, if you have not already, click that like button. That simple action helps the algorithm show this prayer to someone else who is watching their world fall apart and needs to discover that God is their refuge. Second, write in the comments, "The Lord Almighty is with me." Make that public declaration. Seal what God has done in your heart through this prayer. Third, share this video with one person who needs it. You know who they are. The person who came to your mind while you were listening. Send it to them right now. Fourth, subscribe to this channel so you do not miss tomorrow's prayer. Every single day, we release a new prayer that will help you grow deeper in your relationship with God. These simple actions like comment, share, subscribe, help this prayer reach more people. Help us build a community of believers who are making God their refuge every single day, who are learning to be still and know that He is God, who are walking in peace when everyone around them is panicking. So take just a moment right now and do those things. It matters more than you know. Remember this truth from Psalm 46. God is your refuge and strength, your very present help in trouble. Therefore you will not fear, though the earth give way and mountains fall into the heart of the sea. You are not who you were when you started this prayer. You are someone who has an unshakable refuge, someone who has a very present help, someone who can be still and know that He is God. Use the refuge response when chaos strikes. Speak those 4 declarations out loud. Watch what God does. I will see you tomorrow with a new prayer. Until then, be still. Know that He is God. You are loved. You are seen. You are not alone. Amen.